Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. The Ascendance DLC is now out. What we usually do here on my channel whenever a new DLC is out is we do map walkthroughs of all the new maps that we get with the DLC. I'm going to try to fit these all into one video, and hopefully you guys all sit back, relax, and enjoy that. Look down in the video description. There will be timestamps if there's a specific map you would like to go right to. Right now we're actually on the map Perplex, and the first thing I noticed when I came here is look at the map. If you look at just look, it's like blobs. It's like squares in a way. It looks like a Minecraft thing in some respects. It doesn't make sense to me. How's that supposed to indicate really anything as to where you're supposed to go or how stuff's supposed to work? It just, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But of course, you see us down there at C. B is going to be there and towards the middle, and then A is going to be up there at the top, making a triangle style of a domination map. Now let's actually start exploring around here a little bit, because looking at the map doesn't seem to be really helping me out too much. So C is down here. This is right where I initially spawned. I spawned initially right here on the C flag. And then you come up here, and there's basically going to be this long, shall we call it a courtyard almost? Because it's like the center focal point of the map, which will take you all the way over to the A flag. But one would imagine you're not just going to be able to walk from all the way over there to C, all the way over here to A, right through the middle without running into a bunch of people. Here's a nice little building, and here's some of these things we saw from the trailer. These things are going to be moving. I would like to see exactly how they're going to be moving. Let's see here. Are we just going to be hovering for right now? Are we just hovering? Oh, are we moving? Oh, I think we're moving. Nope, maybe we're not. Maybe. We're just kind of swaying back and forth. But these do move eventually. But, and then can you also go inside? Can you go inside? Apparently not. Apparently not. This is the OHM part of the Ascendance DLC. If you guys are unaware of that, perhaps you don't have the season pass and you didn't have access to this, but you did buy the Ascendance DLC, then you are just now getting to try out the OHM and how beautiful it is. And you can tell we're here in Australia. Look at that there. Very, very nice. And yeah.
Be advised, apartment units A, B, and C are shifting. Please stay clear of moving structures.
A, B, and C are shifting. Please stay clear of moving structures. I was going to say, aesthetically, it's one of the core looking maps in the game, but wait a minute. I see you moving. Come back here. Yeah. Uh-oh. You think that's what they meant when they said stay away from these moving structures? Wow. Okay, so right now we've got, this is the seaside. I always try to show you guys every square inch of the map, so let's try and do that without getting too distracted. So this is on the seaside, right next to the sea itself, and you can actually go up, and there's actually this side corner building. You look here where I'm at the mini map. There's basically a corner building you can go to that does in fact have a second floor. So yeah, you guys know how that works. Let's go over and check out the long end of this. That way we can see. It looks like we're gonna have another. Looking at the map, looks like we're just gonna have another corner building, but this one looks to be only a one-story. But of course, with exosuits, any building is a two-story building. So let's check out what the inside here looks like. Yeah, you can tell this is the glass can't be broken. It looks like a coffee shop in a way, right? Well, coffee machine, and. Well, welcome to Tawny Luxury Apartments. I don't know how luxurious the apartment is if it's going to, like, move me around and stuff. I think I would not like to move into a place like that. But, yeah, right there is a corner, and apparently there's glass in my way. There's stuff still in my way? Jeez. Can't even walk over things. Let's go and check out the center. I want to see exactly what the center is about, because we saw those buildings actually move, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So, go around in here to the center. You go inside. Now, where are these apartments that apparently changed? Because I'm not noticing really any changes in here. There's like this central area right here, which we saw already, right? It's just kind of like a courtyard. But there's nothing really to it. There's walls for cover and for crouching and things like that. But it doesn't appear that we can actually go anywhere.
Apartment shift complete. Thank you for your cooperation.
Apparently that was the apartment shift complete, but I think we can get up even higher by going up over here. No. I'm very confused. Oh, wow, whoa, whoa, whoa. B flag is up here? Okay, that is quite the awesome place for a B flag, I gotta say. Look how high up B is compared to the C flag. I gotta say, I gotta say, I give the Sledgehammer on this one. That is pretty good, man. I like it. So I like the fact that it's like there. I also like the fact that it's basically, it doesn't supposed to, I guess, supposed to look like it, but I think it's supposed to be like a little golf green, like a putting green in a way. I think that's pretty clever. I like that, and I definitely like that a whole lot. Let's go up here. Oh, man, you can get way up here on this map with the verticality. This is pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. It reminds me a lot of Favela from Modern Warfare 2, of course. That map was the first map that was really all about rooftops. I went on top of that. Hold on here. Yeah. Yeah! I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a map walkthrough, but I'm just having a blast actually walking through here and checking out this map. This is pretty cool. I didn't watch any of the gameplay and stuff like that they showed at COD Champs, so everything here is brand new to me. So it's actually really awesome. Like, only things I was aware of were stuff from the trailers. And part of me wants to see if I can jump out of the map. Part of me. Let's do it! Oh, screw you! No! Barrier! I thought I was gonna make it. It's like the Toy Story. I thought I was gonna make it, and I just like stopped. But yeah, that's definitely pretty sick. This is all brand new to me, so it's definitely pretty cool to see this kind of stuff. I'm not, once again, maybe I wasn't paying enough attention, especially here at the beginning, but I'm still confused by how the buildings changing and how like the different sectors like that going into the buildings actually change the map. For example, right here is where I was standing because this was going into there, right? How did that change the map? Because you go over here, nothing. It didn't actually change the map at all, besides, I guess, make this platform right here, which could make you easily get onto that platform, but you could already do it if this platform here wasn't there. Like, you just jump, dash, jump, get over here. You could probably do it. Huh. I wonder how these do change. Can I get inside this window? No. Well, I guess we've seen about all there is to see on this map. I gotta say, I love this map. Just the color of it. You guys know I talk all the time. What really kind of makes a good map for me is just a beautiful looking map. And I'm telling you, what gets better looking than this? Right? What gets better looking than this? It's just so cool looking. Let's check out these buildings here on the A side really quick, because there's going to be 2 corner buildings over here on A, just like there are over there on C. And one of them involves these exercise bikes, which faces the ocean, which I gotta say, I'd probably work out a lot more if I add that kind of view on an exercise bike. That's pretty sick looking, I'm not going to lie. You come up here, you got some weight sets. And, of course, we have the fitness center for residents use only. Proper athletic attire required. Use equipment at your own risk. Use equipment for its intended purpose. No food or drinks besides water. No glass containers in fitness area. Sanitize equipment after use. Return weights to rack after each use. And please report faulty equipment to the office. I was hoping for something funny to be there, but I guess I was let down. I was hoping for something really funny to be said right there. But I'm just looking here. That's kind of a nice line of sight you got there on the C flag all the way over here from this little building. But let's go check out that other building now, which is going to be over here on the opposite end of the A side. Wait a minute. Can I go in here? No, you can't go in any of these places. I thought there was going to be like a lot of interior ins and outs and stuff, but apparently not, which I think would actually make the map a lot better. So let's go in here, and we can see the Australian weather, I suppose. Now, how awesome would it be? I don't know how they would possibly do this, but let's say somehow they made it so this weather that shows up on this map at any given time was the actual weather report for Sydney, Australia. How cool would that be? I'm just saying that would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I got the fancy little futuristic keyboard here. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, so that's what future keyboards are going to look like. And over here, we got welcome to the luxury apartments. We got private garages, 2 green roofs, fitness center, entertainment room, great school district, pet friendly, and fantastic views of the bay. And of course, we have a dartboard and things like that. We got some books here as well. Lots of cool stuff. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the map Perplex. I hope you guys all enjoyed this walkthrough. Hopefully, you saw everything there is to see in this map. I feel as though you probably did. Can we fall to our death right there? Yes, we can. We definitely learned that. That's why I like to test out this kind of stuff for you. But basically what this is it's going to be a map with many layers, and you can get very, very, very high up on this map and just get a great view, and of course vantage points on people from longer distances and whatnot. Definitely looks like a freaking awesome map. I'm very surprised, very, very, very pleasantly surprised by this map. I think it looks pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and check out the next map. And welcome back. We find ourselves here on Site 244. Now, if you guys don't know, this is actually set just below Mount Rushmore, very iconic place within the United States. And what's going on here is an alien crash landing. So I'm definitely interested to see how alien-like this map is actually going to be. First and foremost, like we do, we like to check out the mini-map. The map itself, if you're playing Domination, is going to have a straight flag pattern. I spawned right here for the C side on the Atlas side, and of course the A side's on the opposite end of the map. And we're going to be trying to explore all different areas on the map. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to follow what is my left side, then cut down the middle, then go up the right. I feel as though that would be probably the best way to go looking at this kind of stuff. So this is where the C flag is at. Where is it? Actually, C flag is inside this building. Alright, C flag is inside here. For some reason I thought it was right next to me, but apparently I was wrong. And oh, I thought you would drop into this hole. I'm like, this hole is going to be annoying to run over, but they make it so you just automatically walk right over it. But yes, this is going to be the C building. It looks like this is one of the areas of the ship. Yes, yes, you can picture this almost as if it were a spacecraft, right? Picture this up in space. You got the space going out the windows there, and this is like the front end of it, and the C flag is right here. Lots of places to lay down, hide from stuff like that. Definitely a pretty nice little area, and I just ended up capturing it. Didn't want to do that, but you know what? We can just continue on with it. Let's continue on up the left side here, which is going to involve a lot of wreckage and a lot of rock, apparently. Ooh, scenery. Ooh, you gotta like that scenery. That's next gen there, ladies and gentlemen. That's next gen. That's the power of next gen technology. Let's continue on up here, though. We got a side path. Just want to make sure real quick. Yes, there's basically going to be a rock right here, which I don't believe you're going to be able to get on top of because it is a pretty tall overall rock. Wait a minute. I think they put a barrier up there. One more try. One more try. Yep, there's a barrier up there. So on the left side here is going to be a giant rock. Of course, you can go all around it if you would like. But, yeah, there's going to be different areas around this rock that you can go around. And right here looks like some of the alien gobbledygoo. Wow. That is some weird-looking stuff. Very green. Very leaky. Very biological containment solutions. I don't think your solutions worked very... Oh! I just realized on the ground is all the little alien fetus things. Wait, are my bullets bouncing off of that? Is that, or is that just supposed to be like a spark? Oh, I don't have a secondary on this class. It does look like my gun is my gun? I don't know. I may be crazy, but it really looks like my bullets right there were actually bouncing off of the little alien pods themselves. But we're going to continue on up here, up the left way. And there's going to be this, which, of course, with the help of exosuits, you can just get it up directly. But if it wasn't, of course, Advanced Warfare, this would be a vantage point that people would get on top of. But, of course, with Advanced Warfare, you can just go, bye-bye, I'm up here. No big deal, no big deal at all. And this is, of course, the other way around. And this looks like it's going to take us in towards B. Nope, it's just a ramp. I thought there'd be a doorway right here, but apparently it's just a ramp. Let's continue on forward. Ah, that's going to take us into B. That's what I'm looking for. But we're going to continue on around here till we get up towards the A flag. Once again, another path that'll take you into the B flag. And this thing, what in the world is this thing supposed to be? As we sit here and look right next to this container. But I have no idea what that's supposed to be. We'll just continue on up here, and here we are at the A flag. So we're now on the opposite end of the map. We basically went through the entire top portion of the mini-map, if you're following along here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to check out the A flag, as well as go inside to B, then we'll check out the bottom portion of the map and see what that's all about. So this is the A flag. One would assume the opposing team is actually going to be spawning somewhere in this area, somewhere in this general vicinity right here, which you have some engines right here, and we're going to go and actually check out what is in that B flag. But right quick, I think I see a head poke spot here. Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. People trying to defend the A flag from people coming from B. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be right there checking that out, getting that nice long line of sight right there. Let's actually continue on into the B flag and see what it's about, because this is actually like the alien rocket ship place. This has got the... Can I break these? Apparently I can... Oh! You can apparently set them on fire. It doesn't appear to actually do anything. B itself looks like it's going to be on top of this platform, in which there's going to be one way and two ways, and I guess a total of 3 different ways onto B. It's going to be very... It looks like one of those B flags that's going to be hard to hold on to, because there's really going to be a line of sight to be able to take them out from many, many different areas. Like, for example, laying down right here, they hop onto the B flag, Ba bomb, 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 bomb. But of course, they do have a little bit of cover to lay down behind, which would be right here, which is going to involve people actually having to come up here and try and stop people from getting their B flag, which is pretty nice. Let's continue and check out the rest of the ship. I mean, right now it's kind of lackluster. I guess it would be a lot more fun if I was actually playing against other people and stuff like that, you know, and then people could be running around and getting the secret map score streak, turning them into like an alien, having alien little pods running around. That would be interesting. But right now, we're back here towards the C flag on the other end of it, and we really haven't seen too many things that are really cool in my opinion. Right now it's just like it's a crash site, but it doesn't look too alien-like. So basically it looks like this was actually a human ship that was holding a bunch of bio-alien things on it, and then from there it ended up crashing, and now the aliens are kind of running around, kind of running amok on Mount Rushmore, I would suppose. But I thought the idea of it would have been a little bit cooler if it was an actual alien spaceship. Then you can go kind of like crazy and wacky with all the different designs and layouts of the map. Right now we're on the bottom portion of the map. We're going to be checking out what there is left to check out, and of course we can jump up this way. We got another one of these things that we can shoot and make explode, which shoot out those disgusting things that explode on you. Continue on this way, and more rubble, more destruction. I gotta say, I thought this map would be a little bit more interesting looking than this, but I mean, when you compare it to Perplex, it just doesn't really compare. I guess you can't really compare the two in terms of just how beautiful they are. This map does look good. There's lots of yellow, there's lots of blue, of course, definitely pretty nice, but just, I don't know, more destruction, more rubble, and I don't know, I think they could have went a little bit harder with the alien theme, I guess, here. I mean, they have a bunch of this stuff for you to shoot at and whatnot, but it's like, I don't know. And Mount Rushmore, it is kind of nice to have Mount Rushmore, so I guess I get a couple brownie points for that. But I guess that, ladies and gentlemen, is actually going to be your walkthrough of this map of Site 244. I think we've seen all there really is to see in here. Right now is basically just going to be a bunch of very tight side paths, and then there's actually going to be a B flag area here in the middle of the actual ship itself, which of course is probably going to be highly contested, but more or less it's probably going to have people popping in and out from the sides, popping one or two people, then going back out here to the sides and trying to stick around the edges. But once again, these are very close quarters edges because there's so much rubble, so much rock, so much debris that you're going to be pretty close to people when you're actually shooting at them. So keep that in mind, but I hope you guys all enjoyed this walkthrough, and I'll see you guys on the next map. And welcome to Chop Shop, ladies and gentlemen. This map, after watching it from the trailer and seeing the gameplay and just how I felt the map looked, it reminded me a lot of Borderlands, which is one of my favorite game series of all time. Those of you guys who follow my Let's Play channel know that. Just with the neon signs and the paint kind of like being scraped off on the old style metal and the whole Chop Shop style theme, it reminded me a lot of Borderlands, so I was excited to see what this map is all about. What we're going to actually do is we're going to check out the mini-map here, and as you can see, it's actually kind of a straight map, all things considered, which I like that kind of system. It reminds me of an old school domination setup, because of course we have the three flags. They're kind of in a triangular pattern, but the way it looks is, you know, my team's on this side, your team's on the other side, we're going to meet in the middle, and we're going to try and push each other back and forth like a game of tug of war. That's how domination was traditionally played, and I'm hoping that's how domination plays on this map. It's just by the layout of the map, I feel as though it could play that way, but of course we'll have to actually see that in the actual multiplayer itself. But right here is where you spawn if you're on the Atlas side. I would assume you're going to be about right here-ish or so, and you can of course just jump over here towards the C flag. You can in fact go into this building right here to go upstairs, or you can just jump right through the window. But what we're going to be doing for this particular walkthrough is we're going to start where we're at right now, and then we're going to go to the top part of the map, or my left as you guys see it, and then we're going to loop around the A flag, and then we're going to come back. That way we can hopefully see everything there is to see on this map. First thing we're going to go to here is called Building B, Weapons Development, and we're going to go in here where there's of course going to be weapons being developed, and this is actually pretty cool. I mean, look at this here. That's an EM1. That's a TAC-19. That, I believe, is actually for the Goliath, right? That looks like the giant arm on a Goliath. We got some oil right there. That's an XMG, I believe, and that is another EM1. And of course, we have the same weapons there on the wall, and we got the EM1 right there. And once again, I think that's the Goliath arm. It's kind of cool that they have this here. And apparently, there's an upstairs here. So let's go up here and check out what upstairs is all about. Okay, so upstairs here, it can look over the C flag, and there's a TAC-19 sitting right there. As well as you can look outside the map that way, or you of course can look this way, which as I'm looking at the mini-map is basically going to be a courtyard that's going to be making your way towards the B flag. So let's go back downstairs and then we'll enter into that courtyard through the actual door itself. Once you get out here, it would appear that we're going to have a bunch of plastic pallets, as well as we are going to have, I guess, just plastic barrels in general, huh? Just stuff that can provide you cover, so you're not running out into kind of like a firing squad. And we have a broken TV here. Can I break it anymore? Doesn't look like I can break it anymore. Then we have this, which will allow you to climb up here. You gotta remember this. You gotta remember this. Some people may wonder why this stuff is here. There are people that play old school when they play Advanced Warfare, and so because of that, they actually don't have exosuits. They're playing in like the old school playlist, so they need to make it so they can climb up places rather than us that use exosuits, who can just, of course, jump and get up to places. So that's kind of interesting. They put all that debris there to allow you to climb up to here. And where are we at right now? So we still got this entire courtyard really to check out, but this building right here seems like we should probably check it out now rather than later. So it would appear this has gotten pretty much destroyed. I'm not even entirely positive what this room is. It's like, it almost looks like a control room of some sort. We have a mega sip right there, and we have a can of change up, whatever that may be. But I really can't tell you what this particular room was, but it is completely broken, and it of course also offers you a vantage point of the C flag, so keep that in mind. Once again, this is where we are right now. It's basically this building right next to C, and of course there's a window going to be showing you these other courtyards and stuff like that. But we're going to keep along this top portion of the map for right now and just trying to check out the stuff that we can see here. Do we see what's in this room? Okay, yes we did. This is where all the debris is and different kinds of pallets and whatnot. So let's go back up top here, and there's actually going to be this side building which apparently can take you from one end of the map to the other. Let's see if we can do that really quickly and run from one end of the map to the other. And there's apparently a ladder. Where does the ladder lead to? Okay, you can't even climb the ladder. That doesn't make sense, and this thing makes a lot of noise. Well, let's continue on here to see exactly how far it is we can go. And it'll take you all the way over here to almost over towards the C flag. This does look a lot, now that I'm looking at the mini-map, this is basically a symmetrical map. I didn't even realize that when I first initially looked at the mini-map. I would bet you the buildings over at the A side are going to be pretty similar to the buildings that we saw at the C side. So hopefully we have ourselves a nice... I found that the maps that are symmetrical tend to actually play the best. So maybe that'll be the case, because that definitely sounds pretty awesome. This right here is going to be the B flag, which looks like it has more cover than you can... More cover than you would ever need, but it definitely looks like it's going to be pretty easy to grab the B flag from people, which means domination matches are probably going to be highly contested on this map. I mean, just look, you have this giant wall, alright, and you have all the angles that you can take with that. Of course, you have this down there. I'd stash away so I won't actually capture it. You just have a lot of cover right here. Can we blow these up by chance? No, we can't. Alright, I thought maybe it was surrounded by explosive barrels, but that doesn't appear to be the case. That is a really well fortified B flag. Let's continue on down here, I suppose, and just check out some other things that might be in this area. Very, very close quarters room right there. And then, of course, there's going to be these two side paths. One's going to lead you basically towards C, and one's going to lead you basically towards A. As you can see, this is going to lead us towards A. Let's go back here to our little tight room, and then we have another one just like it that's going to take us back towards C. That's pretty interesting. Let's go towards the C way just so we make sure we see it. This is building D for prototyping, whatever that means. And then you jump down here, then here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back at the C flag. And this is a building I don't believe we actually looked at. Nope, no, we didn't. We didn't look at this building, but it's basically just a corner building. I notice a lot of Advanced Warfare maps have basically these buildings at corners, just basically so there's actually some kind of structure there. I feel as though they're probably just added in there as filler, because you'll find that just on all the maps there are going to be these different corner buildings. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting how they end up going about doing that. So this is actually the lower portion of the map, and we'll look at some of the stuff here. What in the world happened in here? I guess more destruction. Here is the actual Exo Chop Shop. We got machines actually working with the exosuits themselves, except for this one, which is apparently broken. Wow. This is kind of creepy. I don't know why it's creepy. Mainly because they look like human skeletons, but I know they're not. They're exoskeletons, but still. It's really kind of weird. It's definitely pretty weird. But this building, of course, has a lot of destruction stuff happening to it. And what we got in here... It looks like we have exoskeletons that are on chains that apparently are going to be moved as they need repaired and things like that. So that's pretty interesting. Let's go up top to these stairs right here, and these stairs actually loop all the way around, and we can look at the C building from here. Oh, we've been upstairs in this building. Now that I think about it, we were actually here earlier. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Time out. Oh, I thought you could get up there into that corner. I thought that would be so cool. That would be so cool, but apparently we can't do that. So I think we've seen almost all there is to really see. This is basically the opposite end. Like, you remember, goodness gracious, I'm actually starting to get confused. Yes, alright, so right here is right where we had all the different, we had like these plastic pallets here, and then of course you have these crates and whatnot. And then you can keep on going, and then go up these stairs and towards the B building. Or, alternatively, you can go over here to the right, and this is going to be a little courtyard that has... That's what. Oh wow, it's like a robot or something that's just not in commission anymore. But it's a little courtyard here, as well as there's a building that'll take you into the exo room right outside of Building D. Remember, we passed Building D prototyping. So yeah, so it's basically a symmetrical overall map. The only thing we really haven't seen is the opposite end up here towards the A flag. So let's go ahead and do that. And what happened here? Something happened there. Apparently somebody didn't read the caution sign, because there's a lot of blood there. But yes, this is basically going to be just about the same idea as the other side of the map. It's going to be just about all symmetrical, except the buildings themselves are actually going to have different features, of course, inside them to give them their own unique taste and make them feel a little bit different. Here is going to be the A flag. Here is going to be their version of the long alleyway in which they're going to spawn, right? This is just like over there on the seaside. Here's a building you can jump into. Here is the building that on the other side of the map actually has robots and has the guns inside them. No, actually, right here is where it is. This is the one that has the guns and stuff because it actually has the stairs, right? It's exactly the same layout. It's a symmetrical map completely. And here's another one of those robots. Looks like it was getting worked on. Pretty cool looking, pretty cool looking. So I think this map is going to be pretty awesome just by the very nature that it is symmetrical. Basically, if you understand one portion of the map, you will understand the other portions of the map, which is pretty nice, I would say. And what in the world is over here? Looks like some kind of filing area, but there's nothing actually in there. They're trying to sort something up there. But exactly what, I don't really know. But I feel as though we've seen all there really is to see on this map. Now that we think about it, we can go and see this and see these courtyards one more time. And of course, go back into the B building, because the B building itself, man, very kind of clustered. And the B flag itself looks like it's got a lot of cover around it. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Chop Chop. And I will see you guys with the final map of this DLC. And welcome to Climate, the fourth and final map of the Ascendance DLC. First thing you may be noticing when you come here, it's just bright and beautiful, man. This place looks great. It's actually set in a biodome and infinity ward. Take notes here. Take notes. You know how this looks here? Just bright, beautiful, colorful, just amazing looking compared to your dark, dreary, and dingy games. Keep that in mind, Infinity Ward. A couple years from now, you're making a brand new game. It's going to be released. Try and have some bright-looking, awesome maps like this. So let's actually check out the mini-map here. The mini-map shows it's going to be a relatively big map. I do know that the water is going to be a big feature of this map, so we'll have to be checking that out. As well as I believe there may be an underwater section. We're going to go ahead and try and check that out. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to cut right down the middle of the map, kind of towards the B flag, because it looks like there's going to be a walkway there. And then we'll make our way up towards C and maybe over towards A as we go along.
Critical system malfunction. Climate control systems failing. Water toxicity levels rising.
The water toxicity levels are rising, apparently. Does that mean I can't go? Ooh. See, the water was pretty there for a bit.
Warning. Massive system failure. Water purification systems are offline. Exposure to biosphere water may result in death.
Oh, the fish are dying. Does that mean I will die? Oh, God. That's pretty cool. Poor fish. How long does it take to kill me? Not very long. It's killing all those fish. Where did I respawn? Oh, man, I'm all the way over here. Okay, well, we can run all the way back over here towards the sea flag. Oh, God! Okay, I think this water is going to play a pretty cool part in this map, because you're actually going to have to pay attention to where you're going. Cause that stuff's going to, it may not kill you right away. Like, you can jump into it, then be like, oh no, and then jump out, right? But it's going to leave you with some damage. And it's actually going to make it so you die a little bit quicker if somebody were to see you directly after you get inside the water. Plus, like, you have these narrow walkways. I think this is pretty cool, man. This is pretty sick. So here we are walking down the middle, like I said we were going to. And right here is apparently the sea flag. there's actually this roof that we get on top of, and yeah, here's the water purification thing that completely blew up. But there is this entire upper deck, I would call it, right above B. And then of course, if you actually go into here, this is where the B flag itself is going to be. It's actually going to be in a room, which is pretty interesting, with windows for defending. Huh, I like that. I kind of like this location for the B flag. And we have a little head right there. I'm like, does that... I was quickly turning. I'm like, wait a minute, does that rock look like a face? I'm like, okay, the rock is supposed to look like a face. That makes a little bit more sense. I was a little confused right there. But yes, that is the one walkway that comes all the way over from the C flag, then comes here to B. Now let's take the other walkway, which is going to take you to the southern part of the map, we'll call it, and check out what exactly is down here. Now, keep in mind, I'm playing in a private match. I have unlimited time, and I have it so it actually never switches the rounds. And that's a waterfall of death right there. That is a waterfall of death. But I have it so it never switches rounds or anything. So I'm wondering if at like a periodic point throughout the game, the water itself will actually turn to this. And then maybe if you switch, go back to halftime, the water will be fine. Then partway through the match again, it will have this dynamic event again, where of course it will become yellow death water. I'm wondering if that will be the case, if that's going to happen. But right now, since I'm in a private match with unlimited time and no round switch, I don't think this is actually going to fix itself. So just keep that in mind. Now, one thing I want to test out is, will I take damage from the waterfall? Oh no! Yes, you do. You know. Okay, did you guys notice how even while I was in the air, I was taking damage right there? Yeah, you definitely do take damage from that. Actually, we spawned... Wait, where in the world did we spawn? Wow, we spawned all the way over here back towards C, which is the opposite end of where I want to be. I want to go back towards that waterfall just to test something out real quick. So, I think it worked, but just to be clear, for science, let's make sure... Oh, yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah, that definitely hurts a lot. So even the waterfall water can in fact hurt you. Like let's say for example, let's wait for me to get a little bit of health back here so I don't end up dying right away. But even if you want to jump from this bridge over towards that bench for the A flag, you're going to take a little bit of damage as you do it, which of course is going to slow you down. So that's pretty cool. I like the level of detail. The attention to detail right there is just phenomenal. I think that's pretty cool. Right here at the bottom portion of the map, it looks like we have this, what would you even call this? It looks like this is like where people come in. Like this almost looks like an airport thing where you have like stand in line, right? And then you can actually come in here. Yeah, that's basically what it looks like. Now I'm looking at it. You look at the mini map, you look how it's basically half of a circle. So I don't know. You got a little area here though, where of course you can go up here, lots of different cover points. But ultimately, I think this is going to serve as a spawn point more than anything, because it's really kind of far off in the back portion of the map. I don't see too much action actually occurring down here. But then again, what do I know? Let's go over here towards the A flag and check out some stuff we got to see over there. Caution, slippery when wet. It'd be funny if this was somehow a slippery bridge that was hard to walk across. But the A flag itself is actually going to be right next to this bridge and next to this water, which, yeah, you could lay down here, I suppose, and try and get some easy captures, but it doesn't look like there's going to be any real tricky places to get a capture from here. It looks like just go on the side that seems the safest. Now let's continue on here. Looks like we have this entire left side here, which is going to feature, platforming buildings. I like it. How come this water is not... So this, like, shallow water, I guess, isn't technically part of the filtrated water that's making it all green or all yellow and gross. So that's interesting. But we have these platforms here, which is pretty cool. It's like, for no reason whatsoever, have some elevation, which I think is actually kind of pretty neat. And actually, if you were to get up here, you could have a shot towards the upper roof of the B flag. You don't actually have a shot of the B flag itself, because the B flag itself, of course, is actually indoors. And you don't really have a shot on it, but part of me wants to go underneath there, because that's actually part of the map. It's down there. Maybe I'll restart the map real quick for you guys at the end of this so we can see what's down there, because I'm pretty sure that's actually a portion of the map, which we can't see because we would die, which is interesting. But yes, there's this entire walkway here, which will take you from A all the way around to the C flag if you would like it to, and it has a bunch of different areas for jumping, or you can stay on the ground if you would like to. But yeah, I'm liking the way this map is setting up so far. Here we are, right back where we started, and yeah, I'm definitely liking the way this is setting up. This is pretty cool. This is the C flag right here next to the water, pretty similar to the A flag, all things considered. Here is some of that death water that I don't want to walk into. Now, here's my question: if you don't, let's say you don't play like regular Advanced Warfare, you play without the exosuits. Okay, you're gonna have to play like with the rocks and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. like, you're gonna have to do like normal jumps instead of like using exo jumps. You have to do normal jumps and run across rocks and stuff like that. That's got to be pretty interesting for the people that don't play with the exosuits. But here we are. We're going to be going from... Where are we on the map? We're going to be going down here. Looks like we have a bunch of more buildings, as well as we can check out a new way over towards the B building, as well as looks like there's an entire other building down there as well, perhaps. Let's check out some of this. I'm not entirely positive what these are. Of course, these are solar panels, so... That's obviously what that is for, but in terms of like the building itself, like why are they shaped like this? It's definitely a unique shaped building. And also, we have a plant nursery in here apparently, where apparently we are growing plants. Aw, how cute. So it looks like there's going to be a bunch of little buildings over here, and this is going to be on the far right side of the map, on the right side of B. And yeah, it looks like that's all there really is to see to that, as well as there's actually a bridge that will take you up here towards the B flag if you would like to go that way. Now let's loop around here, try and make our way a little bit more towards the A flag. This looks like it's a lot more wide open, one of the more open areas of the map itself, but once again, it's down here in the corner. So who knows how actually, how frequented this particular area is going to be as compared to areas where the flags are at. And here we are back towards the entrance of the map itself. So that's pretty interesting. I feel as though we've seen all there really is to see of the map so far. We actually weren't able to see what it was like underneath because of the water. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is show you guys what that is like by restarting this map and then walking you through there. So stay tuned for that. Alright, now that we are nice and reloaded, we actually can see the water and how pretty it is and how not deadly it is. We can actually walk through the water itself, and we can see that if you crouch, there is actually an entire underground area down here which you can use to get to different places, kind of inconspicuous like. We're right now, if you check the minimap here, we're actually right below the B flag itself, and there's lots of places to get to. So that's pretty interesting. If you want to go towards this area of the... Ooh, if you actually do your exo slide, you actually do it a lot faster going through these places. Let's say, for example, where we at, you want to make your way towards the C flag a little bit quicker without people noticing you. You go through here, you go for a little slide, go underwater, and you can actually apparently go prone underwater here with your knife out. So that's pretty cool. Then you get back up and you can crouch. And the water itself, you could actually sneak around quite a bit, maybe. I wonder if how actually noticeable you would be by doing this, but that's pretty cool. The water itself is going to play a pretty cool factor in this map, I think. I mean, at the beginning of the matches where it's actually pure, it's going to be pretty fun to be able to use these as different routes and the people that are going to be down here. Of course, we see some of our fishy that are doomed to die once the water goes bad, but you can see that. You can go lots of different areas, which is pretty nice, I feel. And I think it's kind of like an added bonus that you can go underwater with the fish themselves. But look at this. I thought the fish were supposed to move away from you. Isn't that how next gen works? Huh? Next gen? Oops, I'm starting to take damage because I'm sitting here not breathing there. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is my walkthrough of the 4 new maps that we got with the Ascendance DLC. Hopefully you guys will enjoy these walkthroughs, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the V deserves, and let me know in the comment section below how you would rate these maps based upon the walkthroughs. If you think that some of these maps look cool, let me know about that. If you think some of the maps kind of look crappy, let me know about that as well. I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed by the layout and the overall design of Site 244. Of course, I've not yet actually played these maps. I like to do blind walkthroughs whenever I do these, so we can all see these things for the first time. But I was pretty disappointed by Site 244, and I definitely think Perplex looks freaking amazing. I think this map looks really amazing, and Chop Shop looks like it could be a very well put together map for playing. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, where the water is now going to kill us all. Yeah, I don't recommend going through the water once it turns yellow. So hopefully you guys once again enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the V deserves. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.